Welcome to Radio Fixer's channel. Subscribe for upcoming videos. Welcome back. I want to thank you for all the subscribers watching all these videos. Really, my goal is to create these videos so a brand new person can use the information and be able to get into the hobby. It is really a wonderful hobby and very rewarding to bring back something that totally dead back to life and sing again. This is one of John Allen radio collection. I'm going to do my best to finish this for his daughter so she can have it for this Christmas. I'm sure she's going to enjoy listening to it. Just a memory of her dad. So let me start on this radio. It is Montgomery Ward Airline. The model number is 62476. It's a beautiful design in 1938. It has tuning eye. I assume this is like a phone dial. You can change the station. It's pretty unique. The knobs, of course, are here. It's a very nice design. As you see, it's in beautiful condition. Even the grail cloth is in excellent condition. See, everything is looking good. No crack in the bakelite or anything like that. All sides are just perfect. This is underneath. This is how it looks like under the chassis. So I'm gonna take this out to see if it's repairable or not. Of course, the cord is in pretty bad condition, as you can tell. This is all original. I'm thinking these are the antennas. Of course, you see how everything is falling apart. So as you know, do not plug anything like this into electricity at all. Don't do that. You're gonna damage the radio. You're gonna kill all the tubes, everything. It might also cause the fire. So let me take it apart to see what's going on, if it's repairable or not. Seems like there's 4 screws here. Of course, I'm gonna take the knobs out first. All right. I hope these are original. These are look like plastic. So anyway, I'm gonna put it aside. I think that's it. If I take these screws, this should come out. Alright, after removing those 4 screws, now this thing gonna come out like that. Absolutely, it's a beautiful design. Look how they installed the tuning tube. This is like your phone dial. See that? Very creative design. The speaker seems in good condition. Quickly check. Now I have to figure this out. Let's see. Of course, this capacitor back here has a transformer. Of course, has a 5 vacuum tube. Include this is 6, but that's just a tuning eye. I know usually when you get the radio, we are all want to just plug it in to see if it works or not. But I'm not going to do that. I'm going to check everything out to make sure everything is working. And there are some screws here. See, there's 2 here, 2 other side. If I take this out, so the metal underneath this can come out. But before doing anything, I'm gonna cover the speaker so by mistake I don't put my finger in it. That's the first thing you wanna do. You wanna protect the speaker. Let me do that. You see, I kept different size of lead from recycling bin. They're different size. This is holes that right here. There's 4 of them. So I have something like this. I put the hole through it like that. See, it comes out. Then I get a twisty, of course. I'm gonna put a couple of more. Alright, this is the last screw. Alright, all the 4 screws are out. So let's see. This is supposed to be lifting up from that side, see? From that metal. It's pretty dirty, but I don't see any rust. Maybe just a little bit there. I'm gonna put this aside until I can get to it later on. Let's check under the chassis. See, everything is original here. That is good. Everything is original. You know, the wiring also is okay. I'm gonna cut this wire. It's on the way, and it's really is not safe. It's better we move it. Alright, what I did, I'm gonna document where the tube location is. That's pretty important since this might take a while to fix. I don't want to forget where the tube location. You know, when you remove the tube, please do not hold the glass to pull it out. You know, that's what you want to do. You want to break this. This is glued here and bakelite piece. So the best way is, this is what I do. There's a million ways you can do it. Always hold the bottom of it like this, and you put this underneath, but be very careful. Don't put too much pressure. You're going to crack this, or you're going to bend this. You just take your time, a little bit at a time, to pull it out like this. I hold again the base, see, like that. I go around like that a little bit. So you start loosening up. When it loosens up, I hold the bottom and I start, you know, pulling it out like that. Alright, these are all original tube, majority of them. The other one was Zenith. Then I document where each of them go. Alright, and one other thing, this tubes that you see the wire goes in the top, make sure to document where actually those wires come in out like this, so later on you know which tube you need to install it. For those of you just got started and schematic is so hard to read, still I have sometimes issue reading the schematic. I can understand it, but you know, still, you know, I have to take time to figure those things out. So easier is always document everything. And to give you an example, you see here, this is the transformer. I put, you know, the wire goes to this tube. This one goes to here. That goes to there. You know, definitely documentation would help. So the way to remove this, do not yank it again. Because in the top, let me show you this one. You see, this is again glued to the glass. If you yank it, you can mess this up, you know. So what I usually do, I hold on to the tube and just go a little bit, and you see, like that, just easy like that. Then I gradually pull it up. If it's stuck in there, you can use this again, but be very gentle, you don't crack the glass. To remove this tube, see, there's a screw here. I'm going to remove it here. I'm not going to yank it out. Remove this. Then it comes out. I'm going to leave this piece here. Then in the back, just going to hold again to the base like this. See, then you pull this out like this. It's very gentle. See, it's out. You know, a few of them, they are thicker than the others. I guess that is how they fit. If I turn it different way, you see, it doesn't fit. Great design. Let's see, it doesn't fit unless I use the right correct pen like that, then it goes in. That's a good design. It has a two number, 6U5 and 6G5. This is a very unique tube. As you see, the chassis is very clean, no rust at all. I'm really surprised, just needs a little bit cleaning. So all the tubes are out. The reason I took all the tubes out, because I want to measure this from underneath to make sure this transformer is working. So we need to test this before do anything else. That's the first thing I need to test. And one thing I noticed, these two capacitors are not original. This was replaced. These are the replacement. Still they're pretty old. I don't know what year this radio was worked on. And what they did, you see there's two wires here. This is the original capacitor which is installed on top of the radio. They cut these two wires. You see one here, another there. So they installed a capacitor right here. I'm going to unsolder each side first to just check to see what the resistance. I will change them, but I just want to see what's going on. Or this to removed. See, this is how it was soldered. Or you take a picture so I know where the original is being installed. If you're a beginner, be very careful and take a lot of picture, take a lot of notes, and make sure to remember how to put this thing back together. I suggest to do one at a time. Believe me, it's gonna get complicated sometime. All right, you want to set it on in capacitors, like how bad it is. And it's NF, and this is 8 microfarad. And let's check this one. This one, no reading at all. It's totally open. You see how bad the capacitors they were? Anyway, just want to show you to see how off they are. Now that I have the schematic that I downloaded, I can actually test the transformer to make sure that it's working okay before we continue. Because if there is any shortage in this transformer, that's the first thing we need to focus on. Hopefully there is no issue with it. The power transformer, which is located right here. There are 2 ways that you can test the power transformer. One using multimeter. The second one we're going to discuss later. So let's talk about the first method. One thing I did to make my job easier, I start focusing in one section at a time. First one right here on primary to power transformer. Here the schematic shows S1. If you look at it in the bottom, S1 is a switch and volume control. That should be closed. Then you put your multimeter, one prong right here, one other here. The multimeter should show some type of ohm. If it shows infinity, depends what multimeter you're using, or mega ohm, and that something is wrong with this section. So you need double check. So next, I'm going to focus in simpler area first. The other side of the power transformer, there is 3 different winding as you see. This one has center tap. We're going to discuss about it later, but let's focus on this. This is going to be simple. In the beginning I had to learn this, how to do this. If these are the line like this, that means they're crossing each other. There is no connection. Is a dot like this, it means it's connected. Connection sometimes is to the coil, sometimes to the here capacitor, sometimes to resistor like here. So you just need to look through the schematic to see how this wire is connected. So here just a straight shot to pin 8 and here to pin 2 of 5Y3 tube. Usually when you look at under the chassis, is not set up this way, is set up this way. Usually right here there's a little marking. This is the marking I'm talking about. Then you start counting it clockwise, right close to that pin. That's number 1. So it goes all the way around to number 8, and that's how you read the tube. So sometimes what I do, I get a piece of paper, I look at under the chassis, as I did here, I'm showing you, and I actually write all the pins, the location where they are, to make the testing much quicker. Also, I pull the book that I have, and for each tube I mark them, which is the heater, which is grid. I mark all those if I need to test them, so I know pin location. That's going to help me down the road for test. So here, if you put your multimeter in pin 2, one prong here, another on 8, and the tube 5Y3, you should see some type of reasonable reading. Again, if it's infinity or mega, is something is wrong. You want some type of ohm reading. So that is how you test the midsection of this power transformer. Let's look at the next page. Here, another winding on power transformer. This has a center tap. We're going to discuss about that later, but let's just focus on this. Again, I draw it here in the bottom for you. If you put multimeter, the prong, one of them on 4, another on 6, you should get some type of, again, reasonable ohm reading. I do the drawing for you here. You see how number 4 and 6. So this is a simple one to do. But now we have to find the center tab. Let me go to the next page. Okay, center tab is simple. Don't look at this and get overwhelmed. In the beginning, I used to look at this, oh my gosh, how am I going to figure all these things out? See on the side, I put pen 6F6 and also 5Y3. Again, it can be G or GT, I mark them. Really, the multimeter need to be one prong to 6 here on 6F6, another a number 6 as well, and 5Y3. Then you're going to have the reading. But if you look at the drawing here, you see it comes here. In the center tab goes all the way up to pen 6 of 6F6. And again, if you look at here, this the top section of that winding, it goes to pen 6 here. So you see, it's pretty simple. When you draw this and then when you test it, it makes it much easier. That's what I do to make my job easier. Since I don't have the electronic background, what I'm doing, I'm making things so detailed, so when I do the testing, I know what I'm looking for. Let's go next page. Okay, now we're going to measure the bottom portion of this winding. So one, again, we can keep, I put it in the side. Pen 6F6, we put this time the pen, again, and we keep it on 6. Remember, it wasn't 6 before as well. On FY3 is a pen 4. And here I draw for you. You see the center tab hasn't changed, but here the multimeter, we put it here. Again, it should be some reasonable reading. Next one, we're going to look at this winding when you hook up to the pilot lamp and also go to all heaters. How do you find that all heaters marking? If you look at here and 6F6, you actually look at through the book, or you can download information about that tube and it will show you where the heaters are located. Usually is marked with H. So in this tube, pen 7 and 2, they are hooked up to the heater. I put my multimeter 5Y3 on pen 1, another one on pen 7, and it should give me some reasonable reading again. If you look at here, you see this is 513. It's from here, pen 1 comes to one side of pilot lamp. From other side of pilot lamp, of course, goes to the heater. Again, here is 7. In the beginning, I had so much issue looking through schematic and understand what's going on, what it's trying to tell me. But the more you use it, the simpler it becomes, like anything else. So don't get overwhelmed with this. And so that is one of the way you test your power transformer to make sure that is working before you do any other work. Because if that doesn't work, then you need to find a spare or try to repair it. And repairing, you should have a little more experience to do it. Let me share with you the second way testing this. I found this information and this website fills old radios. Here it tells how to check the power transformer. This is going to be quick and fast. If you see, there is about 4 steps. One, of course, is to remove all the tubes. Second thing, he said place a 25 watts or 40 watt tube in the dim bulb tester and plug the radio into the tester. Say a good transformer will cause the lamp to glow dimly after a few moments. If the lamp glows brightly, you have a shortage circuit. If everything works, if that test passes, then you plug in the rectifier tube, which ours is 5Y3, then put a 100 watt lamp in the dim bulb tester and try it again. If the rectifier tube lights up and the lamp glows brightly, you have shortage. And of course, if you don't, then you're in good shape, right? And then this is the second way I test this power transformer, and it was a good power transformer. Hopefully this is going to help you guys. It really helped me, when everything is I write down, capture all the information and do the testing. I'll be honest with you, it takes so much time to make these videos, editing, uploading, and make sure there's enough information that it actually makes sense, if you want to follow. At this time, I want to take the opportunity and thank my subscribers with their uplifting comment. You always encourage me to upload more videos, since this is just a hobby of mine. Again, I appreciate you. Enjoy all these videos, and you all have an awesome day. Take care. If you're interested to see more videos like this, feel free to subscribe to my channel, and you will be notified when new video being uploaded. You have a great day.